What's going on, guys? Tony Ivanov here with another video lesson, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about the best marijuana stocks to be watching going into the new year. If you didn't know, California is officially legalizing the sale of marijuana on January 1st. So because of that, all these marijuana stocks have been running up into the first, and we did miss out on the initial run-up, but there's still some that haven't had their massive breakouts just yet. So I'm going to cover a couple of stocks that I think have potential. If you don't know, every single day I give away $25, and it goes over to the random commenter of the previous video. So let's do that right now. Here's the random comment picker. I got the URL loaded up. Let's see who won. I do this every single day. All you need to do is leave a like, leave a subscription, and also leave a comment on that video so I can pick you out. So please send me a DM on YouTube or on Instagram. My my username is down below, and make sure you send me a screenshot that proves that this is your YouTube account, and give me your PayPal email in that DM so I can send you that money. Chef Deepa. So congratulations to you, Chef Deepa. So yeah, just make sure that you give me your information so I can send you your 25 bucks. So with that out of the way, I make these YouTube videos every single day, Monday to Friday, and sometimes on the weekends as well, just recapping my trades and also giving you guys different tips and tricks on how you can become a better trader. So here's my list of marijuana stocks that I think have some great breakouts ahead of them. I'm actually long INSY. I'm practicing my swing trades now because my account is bigger, so I have more capital that I can play with. I'm actually swinging INSY into tomorrow. I have an average order placed at around $8.65, and the reason why I am swinging this is because if you look at the daily chart, we have a very nice it's called a mid candle breakout pattern. Basically what that is when we have one green day where it makes a high, it has a red day that it doesn't like break below that candle, and then the next day has a green day and it breaks out. So here you can see it just barely broke out, not by much at all, but the chart pattern is there, and I do expect us to have a green day tomorrow. Probably take around a 10 to 12% profit on this one. If it doesn't work, cut my losses for 3 to 4% and rinse and repeat. You never really know when you're trading if something's gonna work 100%. If we knew 100% of the time, we'd all be millionaires, right? It's kind of just a guessing game, but you guess based on risk reward, and you always follow your rules so you don't get burned and take a huge loss. So this is one that I'm swinging right now. I alerted this in my chat room. If you want to join my chat room, I highly recommend you do so. I'm actually starting to do live chat alerts in that chat room, so I'm in there every single day giving my live commentary on which stocks I'm watching and so forth. And with it only being like $17 a month, it's a really good value. So highly recommend that you check the link down below and join it. So INSY is one that I'm swinging, but here's the other one. So I'm gonna leave a copy of this in the description, so if you don't want to pause and write this down, just go down in the description and you can copy all this. So let's just go down this list one by one and see what's happening. So first one is AMMJ. Now the funny thing about AMMJ is this is one of the first stocks I've ever traded. It was a year and 9 months ago now. But you can see that we're approaching a potential multi-month breakout at this $1.26 level, so keep that on watch. If it breaks that, it has the potential of going up to the 210s, 211s ish. So there's one that we can definitely watch for sure. Next one on the list was INSY. We talked about that one already. Next is CNBX. CNBX is approaching another multi-month resistance level. You can see that the best place to buy would have been the breakout over $1.20. We missed that, and that's had a really good spike, but it's holding its gains very well. And if we can get over $1.68, we could test $1.75 and even go as high as the threes. So definitely keep that on watch as well. Let me just draw out these levels of support and resistance. Okay, so next is CBIS. CBIS, you can see we kind of missed this one as well. That's one of the bad things. We were so focused on crypto, me and my traders, that we didn't catch these movers. Not a big deal because we made some amazing money on crypto, but you can see this this gradual descending trend line just made us have an explosive breakout, and you could have doubled your money here in around like I think it was 5 days. Yeah, 5 days you could have doubled your money. So awesome job to whoever made that. So this one on the daily chart, it is having a overbought signal on the stochastics, and we are approaching this multi-month resistance at around 13 cents. But if we can possibly get over 13 cents, if they have some good news, it could go all the way up to the 30s. It's done it before, and it has the same type of volume now too, so I wouldn't rule that out at all. But a lot, what is way more likely is if we break over the 13s, we can go to like the 20s or somewhere around this range. You can see that most of these spikes end out in this area. Don't know why my chart's doing that. There. So next is ACBFF. It has a multi-month breakout over 702. I was planning on swinging this one, but I chose INSY instead. So this one's actually relevant right now. So it could still have a very big move. It's up from the twos. It is at all-time highs, so I would not be surprised if this goes any higher. So definitely watch this one tomorrow. The best place to buy would have been at this $6.86 area, but we're not that far off of that level. So if we do have a dip down to that and it bounces off, that would be a very good buy point. So keep that on watch as well. Next is GRNH. GRNH, you can see, is having a breakout happen right now. It broke out of this level right here. It spiked up, hit the 7-cent resistance that's in this area, and then we fell back down, but we caught support and we're making higher lows. So this is kind of the same pattern as INSY. Not exactly, because the second day did go higher, but if this has lots of support here, it definitely could break out and, you know, even go as high as 9 cents. That doesn't seem like much dollar wise, but that's a 20-30% move. Let's see, if we buy at 7, sell at even 8, 20% move. So don't let the small numbers deceive you. That's how you can really grow your money. And the good thing about a lot of these weed stocks is that they're on the OTC. Usually OTC stocks are lower priced, so that means that they can double and triple their share price very fast. But also with OTCs, you have to be very cautious. It's not the same type of trading at all as it is on the NASDAQ. When you trade OTC stocks, keep this. If you don't know about OTCs, get a notepad and write this down, because this is very important to know. With OTCs, your executions are going to be much slower, and I don't think you can use market orders with OTCs either. And honestly, I wouldn't even recommend that you did use market orders. So with OTCs, it stands for over the counter, and it basically is these companies that are not able to get listed on the big exchanges like the NASDAQ, the NYSE, and Amex. So with these OTC stocks, like I said, they have much slower executions, and there is lots of like manipulation in the markets. So what you can see happen is that the level 2 can look like it has a huge support, a lot of bid size to it, but that can just disappear in an instant. And if the stock starts to fall and you try to like hit the bid and get the best price possible when you're selling, it can just keep dropping and you will not get executed, and you can take a much bigger loss than you planned for. So what I always do with my OTCs is I always have my limit order underneath the bid when I'm selling and over the ask when I'm buying, just so I can guarantee that I'm getting my fill. Now it does mean that I do get a worse price, but I would much rather get a worse price rather than try to be rather than trying to be cutting my losses and it just keeps dropping lower and lower and lower and lower, and my small loss turns into a gigantic loss. We don't want that to happen. So with that being said, next stock, HEMP, hemp. It has a multi-day breakout over 275. It happened oh, it's right here. So multi-day breakout over yesterday's high. If we can break over that, we can definitely squeeze up to 375, or no, probably more likely like 3 cents. But even that, like I said, that's a 20% win right there. Or no, it's a 12% win. That's still good. We want to get those nice small consistent winners. And I don't remember if I mentioned this earlier, but most of these plays are going to be swing plays because OTC stocks generally do move slower. So I'm going to be doing more swing trading. I'm actually going to be adding a section into my mentorship program that's going to cover swing trading. So I'm working on getting all the live trading done right now. I'm working on the slides and all that stuff. If you're in the course, you're going to get that new content for free. If you want to join the course, I have holiday pricing right now, $123 a month for 3 months. Get lifetime access to the course, my chat room, my live alerts, and my daily webinars. And I actually just had a student send me an email today. Very nice lady. I believe she enrolled in my course last week, and she sent me a response, and she said that the course was very, very, very helpful. Let me just have this screenshotted without her personal information, but said just read, you can pause this and read her testimonial right there. And she talks about how she took Tim Sykes' course, and she said that the course that we have put together, me and my team put together, it's a lot more beneficial if you have a small account, because it teaches you exactly how to gain the confidence of putting real money into the markets and building up your small account. You have to start out small, build up your confidence slowly over time, and sooner than later you will start making the same amount of gains that I do, 500 bucks, 1,000 bucks a day. And if you keep doing it consistently, soon you'll be making 10,000 bucks a day. The main thing with trading is that the more money you have, the more money you will make. So people try to make fun of me. Oh, you only made 500 bucks a day? You're a terrible trader. It's like, my average winning trade is around 13%. I win like 69% of the time. My average loser is 3%. Those are some pretty good statistics, and I wouldn't want to call that a bad trader. It's just because right now I'm using a small account because I'm teaching other people how to grow a small account. I really don't know how you can call that selfish. If I could be using more money, I really could be using more money if I wanted to, but I want to practice growing my small account because my main goal is to teach other people how to trade. ever since I started trading, it's been an awesome experience seeing all my students become better traders, and that gives me a lot of what's the word, not gratitude, but you know what I'm saying. I really enjoy helping other people learn how to trade. So if you want to join the program, I recommend you do so. So hemp, like I said, breakout over 275. Where's my watch list? There it is. Okay, next up is GLDFF. GLDFF is approaching approaching a multi-month high at around 39 cents. It does have 3 green days in a row, so it might have some consolidation first, but if it breaks out of this level, it could go into the 50s. The last big spike I had went all the way up to the high 60s, so don't underestimate it whatsoever, and right now it has a lot more volume than it did before. Next, EMHTF. This has a multi-day breakout over this level right here that I had 2 days ago. So just keep a watch on that, of course. Next, BUDZ. Multi-month breakout over today's high. Actually, no. This is a multi-month breakout over last February at this level at around $5. We tested it today. We pushed up right against it. I would not be surprised if tomorrow we opened up on top of it and continued higher, so definitely watch this one. Next is PHOT. This one was actually a really good play today, if you're able to get if you were able to catch it in time. Had a very strong multi-month breakout over this like $2 level, and now it's in the 3s, so that's a very strong move. I would not be surprised if we saw it continue to run tomorrow, so definitely keep it on watch. Next is MJNA. Of course, best place to buy would have been over this breakout over 12 cents, but now it's pushing up against the resistance at 15 cents. So if we can push over that, I would not be surprised if we tap 20 cents. We could go even as high as like 27 cents. I'm not saying that will happen, but if there's enough volume, if they have good news, it's definitely possible. And last on my list is KHSB. This KSHB, there it is. Of course, best place to buy would have been down here at 326, but we missed that breakout, so now it is on its 3rd green day. I do expect it to start to consolidate in this level, but watch out after its consolidation, because if it can break over this level at $5, it has no resistance until $10. So it could really go. So I know that a bunch of these stocks on my watch list already had their main breakouts, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to have any future moves. So put these on your watch list, look at them every single day, and just track their movement. These are not the only stocks that I'm watching. These are just the ones that I believe have the most potential to move in the short term. So I do have a longer list that I'm keeping track of, and if there's anything that is going to come up, I'm definitely going to alert it in my chat room, and I'll possibly make a video about it as well. So if you guys saw value in this content, please leave a like and subscription, leave a comment down below for a chance to win 25 bucks, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.